Alisa here, or the Diamond Stitcher as I go by on YouTube and Instagram. Hello, good morning or good afternoon, whatever time of day it is you are watching this video. I hope you are having a wonderful one. If you are new to my channel, first off, welcome. I'm happy you found me, and I hope you would consider subscribing and stick around for all things diamond painting. And if you are returning, thank you so much for your continued support. It really does mean a lot to me. I have another Diamond Art Club new release roundup for you this week. What I do in this video is I go through the new releases that Diamond Art Club is releasing on Saturday. This week would be May 4th. We take a look at the images, the description, and we guess where the special diamonds are. I will also link all the individual sneak peeks in the description box of this video. Actually, I link the playlist. Sophie, the Diamond Help Desk, she's a fellow DAC sneak peeker and community member. She does the playlist each week that you can find on her channel. It's always linked in my roundups. Once you click on that playlist, you'll have access to all of the sneak peeks and you can play them in order actually. So I recommend checking that out as well. In the individual sneak peeks, of course, you actually get to see the canvas and you get to see the diamonds and where everything goes. So you do get a deeper dive. I just kind of skim the surface and just show you kind of what's coming, and the individual sneak peeks are a deeper dive. Without further ado, let's just jump right in. We've got a lot of kits to go over this week. Now, I want to mention this again. I usually mention this at every beginning of every video, what I am looking at. So I am looking at the Diamond Art Club business page. This is different than the VIP Facebook group. The VIP group is for customers of Diamond Art Club. Once you've made your first purchase, you can enter that group, and it's a community where you can share your works in progress, talk about anything Diamond Art Club. This is actually their business page. To find this, in the search function up in Facebook, let me see if I can move this. So in the top left of the screen, all you have to type in is Diamond Art Club. Now mine pops up because I'm looking at this every day. But this is what you want to look for, Diamond Art Club, and then there's this little diamond emblem here. When you click it, it's going to take you here. Click on that, and it brings you to their business page. You can tell it's their business page. One, it doesn't say VIP group up here, and two, it has this pretty diamond emblem as their profile picture. If you want to see the images that Diamond Art Club is releasing in kind of real time, you can follow this business page, and usually sometime between Monday and Friday they release images, usually a couple a day. It depends. Sometimes if they have a special Monday or Wednesday release, they may delay the Saturday previews, but even if there is a Monday or Wednesday release, they'll preview it on here as well. So it's good to just follow this in general, then you know what's going on. Let's scroll down to the first image. Oh yeah, it was this. So this was only a day ago. What was a day ago? They must mean Wednesday. I can't remember when this posted, but they started off this week with releasing, I think there's 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 4? No, there should be more. Oh yeah, there is 4, but then they showed the renderings too. My bad. 4 kits from Eau Claire Studio that are all coming out this week, which is crazy. I've never actually seen them do that, or that I recall. Anyways, let's go through them. So here's the first one that they shared. I think this image is gorgeous. I really want to buy this one. I think it's beautiful. I love floral paintings. I think she is beautiful. Her hair looks gorgeous. The colors in the background are gorgeous. The colors in the whole thing are gorgeous. I think this is going to be a beautiful diamond painting. This one is titled, let's go back here, Abundant Blossoms. It's going to be in a 22 by 30 inch or 55.8 by 76 centimeter. It's going to be square diamonds with 76 colors, including 3 ABs and 4 fairy dust. Now I'm going to click the rendering here. So when you hear me talk about the rendering, that means we are going to be looking at the image with the diamonds down. So if you zoom in here, you can see the little diamonds. So that's what rendering means. We're not looking at the original art anymore. We're looking at what it's going to look like with the diamonds down on the canvas, and I think they did a great job rendering this one. Now, I'm just going to make my screen a little smaller so that we can actually get, there we go. We've got the full image. We should have the full image in frame now, just there, a little bit cut off at the bottom, but lots of beautiful flowers down there. I think I said 3 ABs and 3 fairy dust. We started it already, you guys. 3 and 4, 3 and 4, 3 and 4. I need to write this down. 3 and 4. Where are they going to be? They're probably going to be throughout this entire kit. We probably have a pink AB and pink fairy dust. I'm guessing we'll probably have a white AB. There's some white in the, I believe is it water or is it the sky in the background? It would make sense that it's the sky. Maybe this white thing behind her hat here is the moon. But it doesn't look like it's at night. And then, yeah, to me, it looks like these are like a wave of water, but it's probably supposed to be the sky. But see all these white patches in there? I bet you that has a white AB in it. Also on her shoulder and in her dress, there could be some white ABs accenting some of the other areas as well. Or a fairy dust would be a little more subtle, but I don't know. A lot of diamond paintings always have a white AB, which is 141. So that's why it's usually a given that it's in most kits. Not all, but most. I wouldn't be surprised if we had even maybe 2 shades of a fairy dust or in pink, you know. There's a deeper kind of reddy color and then there's a lighter pink color. Probably a yellow special diamond. These don't look like the kind of yellow that's super bright and in your face, so I would wonder if it would be a fairy dust instead of an AB. They probably have, well, I'm not certain, but I feel like sometimes they put fairy dust, like a tan color fairy dust, in these light areas of hair. I could be totally wrong, but maybe we'll see that. They usually don't do special diamonds in the face, which I appreciate. I don't like that very much. Yeah, I think it's just going to be spread out. We'll probably have a green as well. There's lots of leaves in the background too. This one is going to be pretty, and this one is on my possible buy list. And I say possible because I'm running out of space in my storage room. So what I've been doing is when I want to buy something, I have to destash something. But I'm running out of kits I want to destash because I want to work on everything that I have from Diamond Art Club. So it's on my possible buy list. If you've seen my roundups before, I actually don't make my final decision until Saturday morning when I log into my account and take a look at the new releases. That's kind of when I make that final decision. Until then, I kind of go back and forth. My rational brain is trying to tell me I have too many whips, but this is gorgeous. And you never know when Diamond Art Club is going to discontinue artwork. They do that for a variety of different reasons. So if you see something you really like and you know you can't live without it, you kind of want to buy it because you never know if they're going to bring in different artwork and discontinue old stuff. So keep that in mind when you're looking at the new releases. Next one here is the seashells. Let me just read what it says here. It's called Jewels of the Sea, available in 23.6 by 31.5 inch or 60 by 80 centimeters. Square diamonds with 83 colors. That's a lot of colors. 3 ABs and 2 fairy dust. There is the original artwork there. Lots of beautiful colors in this one. I love the colors in the sky. The water is beautiful. The seashells look gorgeous how they're all laid there together. Again, it's going to be a 60 by 80, so it's on the taller side. Let me just go to the rendering. Here it is. That is beautiful. They did another great job. Their rendering team is just on fire these days. I find that their diamond paintings are looking so much like the original artwork, and they're looking so realistic that if you do look at them side by side, sometimes it's hard to tell which is the original artwork and which is the rendering. So awesome job, Diamond Art Club. I said 3 ABs and 2 fairy dust, so I imagine we're going to have some special diamonds in the sky just to accent those beautiful colors, maybe a pink, because there is some pinks and there is some purples in the shells as well. So if they did a fairy dust like that, it would be very subtle and they could use it in multiple areas. Probably special diamonds in the lighter parts of the waves. We have these little, I'm going to call them bubbles coming up from the ocean. Those are probably in a white AB. I've seen that quite a bit. The seashell also looks like it's outlined in a white. Could be a white AB. We've also got white in some of the shells, so you could accent it with a white AB. Again, these are just my guesses. They do have some tan color fairy dust, so maybe they'll enhance some of these brown tan colored elements like the starfish and these seashells with some tan fairy dust. Again, that's just a guess. Beautiful image. This one is gorgeous. I think it's going to be a beautiful diamond painting if you love sea life. This I could picture up in a bathroom framed and look really nice. Next one, let me read what it said here. It's called Lunar Glow. It's going to be in a 22 by 29 inch or 55.8 by 73.7 centimeter. That's the sweet spot. That's the size I like. It's also going to be square diamonds with 69 colors, including 1 AB and 1 fairy dust. Here it is. There's the beautiful original artwork. Beautiful lady, looks like with a moon or a planet in the background, and then she's also holding a glowing planet, if not the moon. Beautiful. Let's find the rendering. I'm just going to go through like this. There it is. Again, square diamonds. I think I said 60 something colors, 1 AB and 1 fairy dust. I'm just taking a look at the colors, and it's very kind of subdued. I'm not seeing a lot of white. My guess is the AB might be in this glowing, I'm going to call it a moon right here. That's going to be my guess for the AB. The fairy dust, I think it might be more subtle. Maybe they would use that in the lighter parts of this planet in the back. You can see some of the same colors in her hair up there, and then in her outfit that's draping over her arms as well. That is going to be my guess. This one is tricky because I don't work on art like this often, like very dark colors. I try to stay to more brighter colors. It's just the style I like. Her earrings look like they're actually also glowing, so I wouldn't be surprised if some of this was there. In her necklace too, they often do put special diamonds there, but it doesn't look like it's glowing that much. The focus seems to be here. It is called Lunar Glow, so I'm going to say that that is probably the moon. Maybe both are moons. Gorgeous painting though. The last one from Eau Claire Studio is titled Strength. It's going to measure 20 by 35 inch or 50.8 by 88.9 centimeters. So it's a bit of a taller diamond painting. 71 colors, including 3 ABs and 1 fairy dust. Here it is. This one is beautiful. Now this one has a lot of detail in it, which is one, why it is on the taller side, and two, it's going to be full of confetti. So if you haven't heard the term confetti before, what that refers to is an area such as where my cursor is moving here. Basically the entire background is going to be some type of confetti. It's where you have a lot of color changes in a small area. You're probably going to be using your single placer instead of a multi-placer. Sometimes you can get away with a small multi-placer in certain types of confetti, the kind that I call color blocking confetti, where you can use like a 3 or 4 placer. And then color blocking is where you have large blocks of the same color. A better example of color blocking would probably be in this image. Some of this background is going to be all black. That's going to be color blocking. So here is this image. I said 3 ABs and 1 fairy dust. Now, the colors that are jumping out at me, of course, are these bright reds and oranges on the back of the deer. We also see some in the background. I wouldn't be surprised if that is a special diamond. I also think I see the same colors in the antlers, so could use, you know, with the saying is kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I see pinks, I see yellows, so that might be glowing. Often if there is a area in a diamond painting where the light is kind of focused and glowing, we'll see some special diamonds in there, so perhaps they probably, I'm going to say maybe there's a white fairy dust to outline some of the deer's head and all those white areas. I've seen that before. And then probably in the background we'll see some. The colors look pretty subdued down here, but maybe one of the greens, maybe a pink. I don't know, it's a toss-up. Again, I don't work on art that is like this very much, so I don't have personal experience myself to be, you know, 100% sure, but definitely it would be sprinkled throughout this kit. Probably actually more kind of focused on the deer and the glowing. Everywhere you see where it's kind of glowing, right? That's where you would want special enhancements to make it look a bit sparkly. Now let's look at I forgot to go to the rendering actually. Here's the rendering. So there we can see it a little bit better. Actually, when you look at the rendering, you can kind of guess a little bit more where the specials would be. You definitely do see glowing on the antlers, so we're going to have special diamonds up there. Yeah, the whites do look, they actually rendered this really nice. It does look like hair. That's beautiful. I wouldn't be surprised if we see something there. And then, yeah, you can see down here, some of these plants look like they're a little bit brighter, so they could be glowing. So maybe we'll see some enhancements down there. That is a pretty painting. Lots of beautiful colors in it. Now, let's scroll up to the next one. So then we had a few individual releases. This one is actually amazing. So let's talk about what it says first. It says, dance before the grandeur of a glistening sunset's glow. Feel the waves kiss your feet as they ripple across the sands in their twilight ballet. It's titled Beauty in the Clouds by Emily James Art, available in 37 by 23.6 inch, which is 94 centimeters by 60 centimeters. This one is going to be longer width-wise versus height. Also going to be square diamonds. Anytime you have a diamond painting with a lot of detail, you are going to find it's probably going to be rendered in square. 72 colors. including 3 ABs and 2 fairy dust. Now here's the original artwork. Take a look at that. That is beautiful. And look at the rendering. You almost cannot tell the difference. And if you look at it side by side like here, personally, I cannot tell the difference. Looking at both of these, I mean, I guess if I look at the sky, I can tell which is the rendering. But look at the sun, kind of from here down. The sun, the water, how it's rendered, it looks amazing. Great job again. There's that original. Here is the rendering. Probably have a white AB or fairy dust. There's some white in the sky, in the sun, in the water. Often you'll find that special diamond in the list. And then we have a lot of subdued colors. I know that they have some tan fairy dust or gray fairy dust. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some of that in here, just to vary the color and offer some texture in the waves as well, maybe even in the sky. Maybe we'll have another kind of AB up here, but I don't know if it would be an AB or a fairy dust, because aside from the glowing white, it looks a little more subdued, but who knows, could be an AB around there, because it is supposed to be a glowing ball of sun, of fire, right? And then the beautiful sky. I doubt there would be special diamonds in the blue in the sky, but you never know. There is that artwork. That is beautiful. Now, I don't usually do landscapes like this, but I have to say the rendering on this is spot on. It looks just like the original artwork. I think this one is going to be popular. I did see quite a lot of people commenting how much they like this image, so I think it's going to be a popular one. Let's go to the next one. This beautiful turtle. This one, again, when you look at the original artwork at the top and the rendering on the bottom, it looks nearly identical. Like, this is amazing. I have no idea how the rendering team can make this possible with little plastic beads, nonetheless, to make it look so realistic. That's the one reason I kind of fell in love with diamond painting, is how little plastic beads could look so real on a canvas. It's just outstanding. Let's take a look. It says, glide through shimmering blue currents with grace, carrying the wisdom of the deep. Every stroke conveys you closer to the heart of the ocean. It's titled Green Sea Turtle by Tim Jeffs Art. Now, is that a new artist? Might not be, but I don't think I've seen the name a lot. It's going to measure 39 by 27.6 inches, so again, a big one. 99 centimeters by 70 centimeters. Again, it's going to be a little bit longer width-wise. You have to have a big size for this kind of diamond painting because of all of that detail in the turtle. For it to look as amazing as it does need to be in a larger size. It's only going to have 44 colors. It's also going to be square diamonds. Again, there's so much detail it needs to be square. You know, often every week we hear the debate about why are there no round images or why are there more squares. It comes down to the fact that when you're rendering very detailed artwork, which a lot of this is, it looks better in square. The image comes together better and it looks more like the original artwork. And when you're rendering diamond paintings, you want to have it look as close to the original artwork as possible. To respect the artist, and that's just what it's all about. So to get all of that detail, it does look better in squares. If they had to do it in rounds, they would also have to make it much larger, which a lot of people wouldn't like. So that's why you may feel like you see a lot more square diamond paintings. It really comes down to what images we vote on. If we're voting for images that have high detail counts, then expect that we're going to see a lot of squares. But anyways, this one I said had 44 colors, 2 ABs and 2 fairy dust. So here's that original artwork again. That is just beautiful. That is gorgeous. And then here's that rendering. Amazing job. Really awesome job. 44 colors, lots of different shades of blue is going to be in here. We've got greens. We've even got some purples, some yellows in his body, some oranges or kind of brown colors. Again, different shades of blue, white. We're probably going to be, now I forget already. Did I say 1 and 1? No, I said 2 and 2. So I'm going to guess there's a white AB. In an image like this, there's a lot of areas where we could use it. Up here in the white parts of the water, and then all of these bubbles have, the ones that have some white on it could have some white AB. It would just make it look nice and kind of stand out. And then also the webbing, I'm going to call it webbing. I don't know, it's probably the wrong wording. Maybe it's scales, but all of this white probably is outlined in an AB. It would just make it sparkle. There's also white in the shell and some white on his head too, so that would just accentuate those areas. Probably a blue. Would we have a blue AB or a blue fairy dust? You know, sometimes when I'm trying to guess if it's an AB or a fairy dust, it's a little bit difficult. Often ABs kind of go where there's like a lot of brightness, right? I find ABs, at least in my mind, they are a lot more bold, a lot more out there. So in areas where it's really bright, I would personally think you'd find ABs. In areas where it's more subtle, maybe some fairy dust in his seashell, maybe some in his neck. That would be nice to add some purple. Purple's my favorite color, so I'm a bit biased there, but beautiful diamond painting, probably a blue fairy dust, if not an AB as well. Lots of different shades of blue in here too. Gorgeous diamond painting. Now, the last two images I have to share with you, I share a little bit differently, and that's because most of you know Diamond Art Club works with me so that I can film this when I feel good, because I do deal with a lot of health problems. So the last two images I share a little bit differently. I am going to pull them up, just the image itself, and we're going to take a look at the original artwork. I can't show you guys the rendering because it's not copyrighted, like it doesn't have watermarks on it. So for protection, they just can send me the ones that do. So that's why, for those of you wondering, here is the first one. Can I get it to pop up? There we go. I hope it's all in frame. I think it is. So this one is titled Starlight Stories by, of course, artist Randall Spangler. I like this image. Now, I've done a few Randall Spanglers. I've probably done maybe 3 or 4 in my diamond painting career. I don't collect them all, but this one is pulling at my heartstrings. This one is really cool. I like that it is framed by 2 trees. That looks really neat. I like the moon. There's a face on the moon. I like these stars hanging from the trees. These, I'm going to call them jars. I was going to call them bottles, but I think a jar is a better name for it. With all of these stars in it. Looks really cool. I bet you we have some special diamonds in there to make all of those stars glow. And then we've got the 2 draglings here reading a book as usual. And then we've got some mushroom toadstools here as well. Beautiful artwork. Unfortunately, when I review these last images, I don't know the size and I don't know the color count for these, but at least I get to share the image with you. You'll find all the specific details once Diamond Art Club previews these. So this roundup video will go live on Friday. I'm filming this Friday morning, May 3rd. So it will go live later today after 2 p.m. PST. That's my time zone and Diamond Art Club's time zone. So once they preview their final sneak peek image, then I post the roundup. So then you'll have the details. You'll just have to take a look. I might even actually try and remember to put them in the description box of the video if I can remember. But nevertheless, if you take a look at the sneak peek list, the other place you can look for the information is always Diamond Art Club VIP Facebook group. There is a profile called New Release Collages, and every Friday afternoon, again after 2 p.m. PST, the collage maker, who I think is still Cat Brown, makes a beautiful collage with all of the image, all of the details like the size, the colors, the special diamonds, and also estimated prices in US dollars. So definitely remember that. That's in the VIP Facebook group. If you search New Release Collages after 2 p.m. Pacific, it should pop up for you. If not, all you have to do is rearrange the newsfeed in chronological order and scroll back and you should find it. Anyways, this painting is going to be adorable. I am considering buying this one because I think it's going to turn out cute. I don't think it's going to be too large. Maybe it is. I don't know. I feel like you could get away with could you get away with a 55 by like 75? Or does it have to be a little bit bigger? Maybe it has to be a bit bigger. Just to get to the detail in all these stars in the jar and stuff, maybe it has to be a bit bigger. I don't know. That's my guess though. There's also a face in this tree, I just noticed. I don't see a face in this tree over here, but this tree has a face in it too. Very, very cool. Now let me show you the final artwork. This one is going to be popular. I will not be surprised if this one sells out. This is art by Margaret Morales. She somewhat recently signed with Diamond Art Club. They've been releasing her artwork. I think the first releases we saw were in Black Friday last year, and then they've been releasing them on a regular schedule as well. This is a popular piece from her, I believe. I think it's gorgeous. I know that the rendering is going to be spot on. I am collecting Margaret Morales' artwork because I love her art. I love the way Diamond Art Club's rendering style is. I love the colors they choose. it is one of those artists that I will buy almost all of the artwork. So I'm very likely going to pick this one up. Again, I don't make my final decision until Saturday morning, but I am in the process of collecting most of her artwork. I have all but one so far, and that just relates down to my own personal choices in colors and scheme and the content of the image, if I relate to it more, right? I'm somebody who likes to diamond paint things I relate to. But this one's going to be gorgeous. Is it going to be huge? I don't think so. I think it's going to be reasonable size. Maybe 55 by 75, maybe a little bit bigger. Might be a bit bigger to get some of the detail. I'm also not sure. This is a different rendering style than a lot of the artwork on Diamond Art Club. This is more like a watercolor based. The lines aren't as crisp, so I don't know if that plays into the rendering style, if they need to make images a little bigger to render that properly. I have no idea, but I do have, like I said, most of her artwork. I actually just kit up one that released, I think it was last week, Chroma. It's a perfect size. It's a reasonable size. I don't see why this one wouldn't be a similar size to that one, which is great. Color wise, what would they have? Now, if I'm not mistaken, Chroma actually didn't come with any ABs, and that's very rare. Usually Diamond Art Club uses a mix of AB and fairy dust. This painting, I also wonder if we don't have ABs, because like I said, when I think of ABs, I think of bright, bold, kind of, glowing areas of a diamond painting. And this one is also a little bit more subdued. I'm not seeing like, really bright areas of white or where light is bouncing off of. But, if they do an AB, maybe they would do a white one. But again, I don't think so. I don't think this white is so bold that we would see it in an AB. Maybe a fairy dust. Probably pink fairy dust. I think pink fairy dust would look really nice. There's lots of pink and kind of purple in the backgrounds. We also have a lot of blues. So blue would look really nice, especially up in her hair. We have some green in the background for the leaves. Would we see any other special diamonds? I don't think so. I don't think we'd have anything metallic. I don't see any metallic. I don't think we'd have any crystals or iridescent diamonds. I think this one would look beautiful with fairy dust. I like fairy dust. It's a lot more subtle. I think it's beautiful. It adds a little extra sparkle, but not too much. These fish, like you can see the scales in these little fish too. That would look really cool if they put some special diamonds in there. This sneak peek I'm really excited to see. I actually don't watch any of the sneak peeks until after I film my video because I don't want to take anything from the sneak peeks themselves, right? This is just my thoughts and opinions. So once I film and edit and upload this, then I'm just like you guys, waiting for those sneak peeks to upload on Fridays. Now, let's talk a little bit more about the release times. So they are usual. So if you've been around Diamond Art Club for a while, you know that these ones are going to be releasing on Saturday, May 4th, 9:30 a.m. Pacific, 10:30 a.m. Mountain, 11:30 a.m. Central, and 12:30 p.m. Eastern. If you are part of the Diamond and Ruby Rewards tier, you do get 30 minutes VIP early access. You do not need to wait for an email or a text message to access these VIP releases. All you have to do is sign into your Diamond Art Club account on the website, and at the top of the hour, so for me it would be 9 a.m. Pacific, I refresh the browser and the new releases will pop up for me and I can purchase them. Again, we get 30 minutes early access. If images sell out in VIP release, you do get a second chance in general release to pick up the image. My experience is if something sells out in VIP, it's going to sell out even faster in general release. Now, I know a lot of people get upset when things sell out, but it is really hard to predict the popularity of an image when these images are probably produced like 6 months ago. So they have to guess what the market is going to be like, what people are going to like in 6 months' time. They print their canvases, everything's ready to ship. So it's not like it's made to order, there's no like 6 to 12 week wait. Everything on the website is available in the warehouse to ship. So they can't print an unlimited amount of quantities of everything. They have so much artwork they have to share that it's just impossible. So if things sell out, don't get angry at them. They do their best. Often, if an image does sell out and the licensing is still active, they will rush a restock. Now, that's not to say every image is like that, but in the past, they have done that. An image that's very popular, they will restock it kind of sooner than later. Most restocks we say happen 3 to 6 months after a release. That's just a guess, like how do you say that? It's just a guess. For whatever reason, in that time, some images may be discontinued. And again, there are many reasons for that. It could be the licensing agreements ended. It could be, you know, their sales didn't meet their benchmark that they wanted, or it wasn't as popular as they thought. There actually is like probably hundreds of reasons why. So keep that in mind. That is one thing that I've learned in my Diamond Art Club career, is that you never know when an image is going to be discontinued. So if it's something that has meaning to you, that you really can't live without, something that you want to, you know, hold on to forever, get it on release day if you can. I do think we might see some sellouts. I think Margaret Morales, I mean, it might not sell out like, you know, in under a minute, but generally speaking, her art does tend to sell out. That beach scene as well, I think, is really popular, and I wouldn't be surprised if it sells out. Though that's my guesses for this week. That Eau Claire Studio one, the first image I showed you with the lady and the flowers, I think that's really pretty. I think that's going to be popular as well. Will it sell out? I don't know, but I think it's really pretty. I have my eye on my couple. I again make my final decision Saturday morning with the rest of you. Let me know in the comments what images are on your radar this week. What are you adding to your shopping list? Which is a must-buy and which is going on your wish list? Is there an image this week you just know you cannot live without? Let me know down below. If you are new here and this is your first time seeing a roundup, I want to thank you for joining me. I would love it if you would consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. I do videos on all things diamond painting, including sneak peeks, unboxings, roundups, small shop hauls, all of the good things. I do them on my channel, and I would love to have you join our community. You can also join us over on Facebook on DAC Fans Canada, where we celebrate everything Diamond Art Club. Everybody is welcome. You don't need to be Canadian to join. That just refers to destashing, but more info on that there. Everybody is welcome. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up for me. That really does help in YouTube land, and I would really appreciate it. Subscribing and liking a video are both free things that you can do to show me some support. Don't forget to check out that sneak peek playlist that I will link in the description box of the video too. Now, quick word on that. If you're looking for a specific sneak peek and it's not in that playlist, that means it's not available yet. Now that either means the creator is waiting until a specific time to post their video, or it might have arrived a little bit late, or for life circumstances they couldn't get the video up in time. Once those videos are up, they will be added to that playlist. So just stay tuned on that playlist, favorite it, like it, check it regularly. Sophie will upload the videos as they become available, so you don't need to worry that you're going to miss something. It will be there if it's available. Otherwise, you guys, that's it for this roundup. Thank you all for being here, and I hope you guys have an amazing weekend and happy shopping tomorrow. Bye, guys.